What's going on, Teen Hustler here, back with another video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how you can make over £100 semi-passive income every single day with just £20 startup money. So this method is built on something called print on demand, which is a form of drop shipping. If you don't know what drop shipping is, it is basically where the retailer or the seller, which is you, never actually has the products like in their possession. Instead, when a customer buys the product, they copy all the shipping information over to the manufacturer and order the same product for much cheaper straight to the customer's house. So an example of this would be if you listed a t-shirt for £15 on your website and the customer came and bought it, you'd then copy their information over to the manufacturer and buy the same t-shirt for like £7 or something, and then you'd make £8 profit per t-shirt. So that's basically the whole idea of this. And today I'm going to be showing you guys how you can set up your store, all that stuff. This video will probably be split into 2 or 3 parts because it's probably going to take quite a long time. So the first one, which is this one, is probably going to be about setting up your store, making it look good, making it look appealing and trustworthy. The second one is going to be about how you create your designs or find a good design which is going to make you money. And the third one I'll probably do about Facebook advertising or just advertising your site in general. You're going to need for this money making method is a Shopify account. So to get one of them, either search up shopify.com in your web browser or just click the Shopify link in the description below, whichever is easiest for you. And once you get onto this page, which you should get to, you're going to press start free trial. The free trial is 14 days long or 2 weeks, and then after that it becomes £30 a month. But that's on the cheapest subscription. You can pay more if you want, or you can get a yearly subscription if you know you're already making loads of money doing this. But I personally think that £30 a month is like fine. It's a completely reasonable amount to pay, because you know, even if you're just making £20 a day or selling like 1 or 2 t-shirts a day, £8, £10, you're still going to be making money each month doing this method. So you know, paying for that subscription isn't really, you know, it's not really that bad. Within that 14-day trial, what you should be trying to do is get your store, you know, adding products to it, making it like look fuller, making it look more trustworthy, and really just like adding loads of detail to your store so it like catches the eyes of like customers and it makes them feel like they can spend their money with you and trust you. So yeah, trustworthy. If you're putting enough time and effort in, really you should have your store ready to make, you know, money within either 1 week to 1.5 weeks. So before the end of the trial. You do need to remember that the trial also ends if you make a sale. So say throughout that time, you know, you make 1 or 2 sales, it doesn't really matter that much. It just means you're paying slightly earlier for your £30 a month, you know, subscription. But again, you're already making sales, already making money, so it doesn't really matter that much. So yeah, you go through the start free trial, you sign up, do all that stuff. I've already done this, but once you finish it, you should be taken to this page. Now guys, remember, before you do all that and make up your account and things like that, what you're going to want to do is think of a niche you're going to target. So, you know, if I was going to like say target a cat niche, my store would all be about like cats and cat products and things. Or if I was going to talk about like, if I was targeting a football niche, it would be about football. You know, it would be like a football mugs, football t-shirts, all that sort of stuff. So have a like time to think about what you want to sell and what you think is going to be easy to advertise and easy to make profitable. Again, in my third video about this, I'm going to show you guys how you can advertise easy. And then the second one, I'm also going to talk about, show you like in detail how to pick winning designs and all that sort of stuff. So once you set up your Shopify account, what you're going to want to do is you're going to either want to set up an ink threadable account or a Printful account. Now, to decide which one of these you need, you either, if you're in the UK, you get an ink threadable account, and if you're anywhere else, basically you get a Printful account. Now the reason for this is in the UK, ink threadable is based in the UK, which means, you know, if you're also based in the UK, you're targeting a UK based or like consumer audience or whatever you want to call it, and it, you know, that's why you should do it. So, you know, obviously it's going to be like cheaper shipping costs, and also like it's going to arrive a lot quicker at your customer's house or like wherever they've ordered it to, and that way they're going to be more likely to come back to you and buy more products off you. And again, another issue with like if you're in the UK and you're using Printful is that you have to convert all your money, that like whatever you're buying, into dollars, and that also takes another fee of about 0.5%, 1%, whatever it is. So that's why you should do this. I do have a Printful account set up just to show you guys how it works. So to connect your two accounts, your Shopify or your Printful or your Incredible, you can either come onto the site, and as you can see, I'm on Printful right now. You can click connect to your store, which is going to make you log into your Shopify store and things like that. Or you can, on Printful, it's basically the same thing. You go down to stores on the sidebar and then click Shopify, which is the first one that's up there because it's what most people use. You know, this is quite a widely used method, which is why, again, you have to target a specific niche. Otherwise, you won't get the sales and you'll end up possibly losing money depending on what you do. So again, you just connect them through this, or the easier option, which is what I do, is I go onto my Shopify store and I go down to app. From here, what I do is I go to visit the Shopify app store. As you can see, because I'm UK based, I already have Incredible installed, but I'll just give you guys an example with Printful on the store. So, you know, depending on which one you want to add to your store, you're going to search on this little search menu. Basically, the point of adding these are basically the manufacturer sites, and when you know, if a customer orders a product, it automatically fulfills it, like they automatically fulfill it and ship it to the site. So I'll show you in the designing video, which will be my next one. Everything you need to know about this, you know, how to connect them. Obviously this is us connecting them, but like how you add products to your store, all that sort of stuff. So again, if I wanted to install this, I just go on to print on demand, Printful, whatever it is. You go to add app, apply app, whatever you do. When you click it, it'll come up with, just wait for it to load. Basically, it's exactly the same with both of them, with Incredible and Printful. Again, it literally just depends on what you're doing. When I press add app, might take a little while to load, but it shouldn't take that long. Basically, all it's going to want me to do is log into my Printful account. So you can see that it's going to, you know, give you all this pop-ups showing you like what it's going to do. So it'll allow Printful to view Shopify account data, manage products, manage orders, manage your online store. So basically Printful does everything for you, and you pay them, like, you basically buy the t-shirts off them, and they ship it straight to your customers, which is actually a great app. Like that's the whole point of this. It's super easy for you guys to do. It's super easy to make money, and honestly, it's super easy to like get out of if you're not making money, because you're not paying any subscriptions to Printful or Incredible. You're only paying a subscription to Shopify, and obviously if you don't think you're doing very good, you can easily get out of it after the first month, and all you've lost is 30 quid, which isn't really that much if you think about it. I think it's worth the risk. So yeah, that's basically that. So what you're going to see when you come to themes on your store is you're going to see this page. You're not going to see this here, obviously, but to add more themes and things, you're going to go to explore free themes, or visit the theme store. Like, that's where you pay for them. So I wouldn't recommend paying for one unless you know that it's perfect for your store, because I think there's plenty of free ones that are completely fine. You know, I've used them before. So yeah, so to see the store that we've got currently, this is the like initial one it gives you, just like the basic one. We're gonna like click themes, load it up, and what we're gonna see again is that there's lots of text and like spaces for images, and it could be quite complicated for like a buyer to navigate. You know, they haven't even spelled catalog right. It's just not the greatest thing in the world to use. Again, you know, we can see our t-shirts and stuff like coming up, but again, like, look, you can put loads of images in, and I think it would be great for certain stores, but not for my store. I can't click. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go click this little button up here to go back to themes, and once it finishes loading, we're going to go click on the simple theme that I've already installed from the free theme store. So again, sometimes it does take a little bit of time to load. Oh, before I forget, guys, the reason I'm calling this semi-passive income is purely because of the setup time and stuff. You know, it'll take a few hours for you to start setting up, and it's completely passive income because Incredible and Printful, once you've connected them to your store, will both sort of automatically fulfill orders for you. So say a buyer, like I said, I'll just use the same example, bought a t-shirt for £15. Instead of you having to fill it out onto their site and things and order it to their house, the information will automatically be transferred across, and it'll automatically ship it out, and you'll end up with the £8 profit in between. There's no charges, like no costs other than, you know, the Shopify store or like whatever design tool you use, which I'll show you in the next video, like the good ones. So there's not really any like sort of costs to make the money, if you know what I mean. Like you'll buy, it gives you £15 and you use £7 or £8 to buy the t-shirt from the store, and then you're just left with the profit in between. So yeah, I'm just going to come back to this, like the simple themes, once it's loaded again. I'm not really sure why it's taking so long. I think it must just be because I'm recording and it's just decided not to work. Back on the page, like I said, I installed this simple theme from the free theme store. So if we go and have a look at this by pressing customize, you'll see that it's got a lot less, you know, images, like places for images and text and things, but there's still some things we need to do to it to make it, you know, perfect for our store. So what we're going to see is it's got like a sort of logo, like a space for a logo here. It's just got my store name in here instead of like a logo, purely because I haven't added a logo and things yet. And also if we scroll down, I've added collections to it, which I'll show you how to do in a second actually. So it's got t-shirts, hoodies, it's got home, search. So yeah, so obviously when we have like t-shirts, we'll click this and we'll add them to a collection, and then it'll just show all of the t-shirts we have at the minute. Obviously I don't have very many at the minute. So we've got this, the only friends I need, like the whiskey targeted one, or the worn and property of crazy girlfriend, keep safe distance. Again, both of these are like quite funny designs, you know, they're simple to do, and I'll show you how to design them in the next video. So we can click hoodies and it'll show us all the hoodies as well. So if we go back to the home page, what we're going to see is, unlike the other one, there's not loads of text again. But if we scroll down here, we can see this thing that says talk about your brand. So what you're going to want to do is just come to this rich text here, and we're going to rename it, and like let's say all about us or something, you know. I'm just using this as an example. So all about us. And then what you're going to want to do is delete all this, and then what you're going to want to put in, you're going to put as much detail in as you can about your store, you know. I don't know, I'm just making this up on the spot. Our store sells the funniest printed products. Obviously I wouldn't actually use this on my main store, I'm just coming up with something to put, and you want to, like, you know, write a lot about it, because this like optimizes it for search results and things. So, you know, if you see, I'll show you in a minute, but if you see on a search for your website, underneath it'll show this sort of description thing. And that's why you want to write as much as you can about it to get people to click it, who are interested in it and things like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another collection, because on my product I have mugs and there's no like space for mugs on this. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave. We didn't want to save the thing we'd done before, and it'll take a while to load. Oh, it's actually gone quite quick. So if I looked over here at products, we'll be able to see that I do have a mug it won't show up on the store because we don't have the mug section or whatever. So, you know, if I didn't have a t-shirt section, the t-shirts wouldn't show up, things like that. Again, it'll probably take a while to load, so I'll be back with you in 2 seconds. So guys, we are back on the products page. To make these sort of collection things, or the things that show up in that sidebar where we had it, what we're going to do is we're going to go over to this mug. So again, this is the same design as the other t-shirts. I've just used them as examples. So this is the Whiskey Lovers mug, only friends I need, so you know, because that's what it's got on it. Again, I haven't really got a description for this. I've got a short one here that hasn't even got a full stop at the end. But what you're going to want to do is, I'll show you in the next video again, you're going to want to copy basically other people's design, like descriptions, not word for word, but like similar, because you know they're obviously descriptions itself. And obviously down here, this is basically what I was talking about before about search engine, you know, things like that. This is the description that's showing up at the minute underneath our like thing, like our store. So if we search up, if I'd searched up Whiskey Lovers mug, only friends I need, or something like that on the internet, this is what would show up exactly. So title is the blue thing, you know, as you can see here. The thing that you click is that. and then the description shows up right underneath. So that's why you want to get as good a description as you can to get people interested, get people clicking on it, and it also kind of makes it more trustworthy. You know, if you went on a site and you were trying to spend, I don't know, like £1,000 on a car, and it just said car in the description, you know, I don't know whether you'd want to buy that. That's just an example, but you know, things like that. Anyway, so to do this sidebar thing, what you're going to want to do is come down to tags on it, and obviously you can see t-shirt, t-shirts and hoodie. That's what we've got already, and you're going to add mug to this and add it. And then obviously it hasn't been added to a collection yet because we haven't made one for mugs, but I'll explain why you have to add mugs as a tag in a minute. It makes a lot of sense. Just wait for it to load one more time. There we go. So it's saved it, and then we come down to collections here, and you should be able to see that, you know, I've got hoodies, t-shirts, and the home page. The home page is obviously just the home page, and we're going to go over here and press create collection. Should probably put a description underneath this one, because if someone searches it up, I'll scroll down and it won't come up yet. So if I call this mugs, just simply for the sidebar again, so people can click it and it'll show your product, and I'll just put in some random letters. It should show up at the bottom, this, so that would be the description you're showing up underneath, and obviously that's what they would click. So you want to get the description again as good as possible. Now with this, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to select automated, like adding to the collection. And the reason for this is how we added like tags before. Simply every time you have a mug or something like that, you just go down and you'd type in mug there, or I think it was mugs, and then it would add everything with the tag mugs to the collection. So if we scroll down and we press save here, you can also click it at the top, it doesn't really matter. That's going to become a new collection, and the mugs will automatically be added to it because that's the sort of tag we gave it. Assuming I gave it the right tag, I think I didn't, so we need to go back and add an S to that mug. I guess I'm a mug for doing that, but so we come back over here again. It'll take ages to load, but I think it's also worth it in the end because the amount of money you're going to make from this. So I'll probably be back with you once it's finished loading. Okay guys, so we're back on the products page, and we just need to fix what, like the tag I added to this, because I didn't put an S on it. Here and put mugs as a collection, and it should automatically add to, once I save it, should automatically add to the mug collection. So once we've done that, again wait for it to save and load, otherwise it'll mess up your store basically. Okay, so it's loaded, and we're going to head over to online store, and we're going to add this to, you know, that sidebar we saw before with the home, t-shirts, hoodies and things like that. We're going to do this by going over to online store, then navigation. Again guys, sorry this is going to be quite a long video. There's quite a lot you have to do to set up your store and make it look trustworthy and things like that. The good thing about Shopify is it automatically adds like payment methods, so like PayPal and credit cards and things. It automatically accepts them and then transfers it over to, like, you know, your bank account. So if you put your bank card in or whatever, or your bank details, it just simply automatically transfer all the money across. So that's one good thing about the Shopify. One of the issues with the Shopify though is, again, this loading time that it sometimes has, and also that you're relying on Shopify servers being up, which they mostly are. You know, I don't think they've ever really been down for me, like in the last year or something that I've been trying to do Shopify or doing Shopify. It's just these loading times that are quite annoying. For some reason it's trying to load up the wrong page, so if we just let it do its thing for a bit. But yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to talk about one of the other videos we're going to do while we wait for this to load again. So if I have a look here, we can see marketing, and here's where you like link Facebook advertisements and things like that to your store. I'm going to do another video on that after I've made a designing one. All of these should be out pretty similar times, so they should all be easy for you guys to find. So yeah, we'll be back again when this is finished loading. We'll be back, it took ages. We are on the navigation section of our Shopify management section thing, and as you can see here, it's a sidebar menu. This is what I've created, and it has search, home, t-shirts and hoodie. To make your own, what you're going to want to do is press add menu, and then add sort of like your collections and things to it. I don't really want to do this, so I'm going to go back to navigation. I've already got the menu that I want, so that's how you do it. You'd basically click that and then follow along exactly the same steps that I'm going to do now. So once it loads up, what we're going to do is we're going to press okay, there we go. So again, we can see everything that I already have in this, and we don't have the mugs collection yet, do we? So what we're going to do is we're going to search, we're going to add mugs. This is what's going to show up on the side, and then the link we're going to follow is literally we just press here, and then we go to our collections, and we have mugs. So we add that, and we press add. That's literally all you do to add another thing to your sidebar or whatever you've made it. I've named it sidebar just so I can remember where to put it. And if we click save menu, that should have saved now. Again, there's quite a lot to do when you're setting up your store, so make sure you have enough time to actually put in, and you're actually hard work enough to do this. So then if I go over to my themes, I should now be able to see on this one, which has the sidebar, that mugs has been added, and I can click it and I can purchase mugs and things from that section. So that's basically what your customers are going to see, and that's why it's really important that you make sure everything is perfect. I would recommend going on a phone or something and searching up whatever your thingy is at the top, like your domain, and just visiting your store and making sure everything is clean. Most of the time Shopify has its themes optimized for phones. So, obviously I'm on a computer right now, but if I was on the phone, I'm gonna click it. It would look like this. I'd be scrolling through and going down like that. So it automatically optimizes it so that it's perfect for all your customers. So anyways, as we can see here, we have the mug section already added for us. Well, I say added for us, we added it. And if we click it and again wait for it to load, we should see that my mug, or the one that we've added, has shown up right here where this t-shirt is. Now obviously guys, it doesn't normally take this long. It doesn't take this long when your customers are on your website. They've optimized it so it's quicker for them, and essentially it's just making sure all your changes are saved as you go along. So here we can see that my mug's been added there. We still have the hoodies, t-shirts, things like that, all show up along there, along that sidebar. Okay guys, so I think that's basically everything we need to go over about setting up your store. Obviously if you want to add pictures, you simply just where it lets you simply just click it and it'll let you. I'm going to make another video on how to choose your designs, how to add your designs to your store. So make sure you subscribe, and add notifications, just so you can see it straight away. It should be up pretty soon though. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Back with another video.